All right, we live. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. This is JL and you're watching the Unapologetic Mind podcast. This is a little bit different. This is a video I'm doing about the new iPhone 14 Pro Max. Apple, one thing I gotta say is, man, you guys did it again. Amazing job. Amazing phone. One thing I gotta say is this phone right here is the best phone by far in 2022. Seriously. Now let's get going. So this phone right here, this phone just came out September 16th, and the pre-orders were literally sold out. Like, you couldn't get this phone nowhere. And I got this phone through AT&T. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But Verizon, it was sold out on Verizon Wireless. It was definitely sold out in T-Mobile. And one thing I gotta say, I cannot believe that my phone arrived sooner than what I thought. Honestly. Yo, I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I ordered this phone the beginning of September. I ordered this phone, pre-ordered this phone September 1st. Or it was around the afternoon, I believe. And of course, I got the estimated date back and everything, which was October 7th. Of course, I was a little bummed out, but I was gonna wait, and that's another thing that I'm gonna be talking about too, is people waiting online. I'm sorry, people waiting in line for weeks for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. One thing I gotta say, I don't blame you, but you will not catch me out there waiting in line. Seriously, camping. But anyways, so this phone, right? this phone right here. Oh man, it's just so much going. It's just everything about this phone is amazing. Everything about this phone is amazing. You know, you can't deny the fact that Apple, you can't deny the fact, the good thing that Apple did, you know, that I just can't believe, wow, look at this. Like, look at the phone, man. It's just so amazing. I mean, yeah, it looks similar to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but the difference about it is the camera, 48 megapixel. The camera's a lot bigger, the camera's a lot sharper, and the night vision mode is definitely a lot sharper and brighter. So definitely, and also the 4K video also is amazing and a lot sharper, and it's not so fuzzy like, you know, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I had the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the gold one, just like this, and I end up basically trading it in and getting the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And I must say, man, I'm glad I got this phone, to be honest with you. I'm glad this phone came in a lot sooner than what I expected, because, man, I was so bummed out, man, about the release date and everything, and how I was getting it so late. Man, I literally got this phone September 21st. At 2:30 p.m. UPS, I couldn't believe it. I literally couldn't believe it. I got a text that morning, the update, and it stated that your phone is being shipped out and will arrive September 21st, 2:30 by 2:30 p.m. I was so happy. Let me tell you something. I was so happy. Because, first of all, to get this phone, you can't deny the price, okay? Second of all, it is so hard to get this phone right now. because it's so many back orders right now. People are waiting for weeks right now for this phone. So even if you order this phone, you will be getting it more later than. So I'm not complaining. I'm literally not complaining. But one thing I gotta say about Apple, I love you guys dearly. You know, I don't discriminate. Yes, I still have Apple. You know, I of course I have my Apple laptop, my Pro, and my desktop and stuff. But you know, I also got love for my side bitch, which is Samsung. Excuse my language. Samsung, I love you guys too. Thank you. You guys are amazing as well. Great devices. You see, I'm filming with my Galaxy S22 Ultra. Amazing phone. I love the 8K video on that phone. And I love the night vision mode on that phone as well. Also, I also had the Galaxy Fold 4, which I use every day. You know, I gotta multitask, you know. I'm always multitasking. So, you know, I'm always using every device. And shout out to my 85-inch Samsung Ultra crystal clear, you know, etc., etc. So many names about this smart TV. You know what I mean? It just came out 2022 a few months ago. The retail price runs about $6,400 to $8,000. So of course it's expensive. It's like having, you know, this is having a car in your living room. Honestly, well. Nowadays, you know, these devices are becoming more and more and more expensive. But hey, if you got the money for it, and if you work hard or whatever, and if you got money saved up, hey, there's nothing wrong with buying yourself, you know, buying yourself something that's a little bit more expensive, but treat yourself, you know, treat yourself. All right, let's get into the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So pretty much this is the gold iPhone 14 Pro Max. And of course I gotta have gold. I love gold. That's my favorite color, especially the way it looks on this phone. It looks richer and, you know, marvelously unique. And oh, I like that word, marvelously unique. That just flowed out of my tongue, sorry. You know, sometimes I get a little, sometimes I stutter with my words, sometimes I have a little tongue tied or whatever. I talk a little bit fast or whatnot, so I'll try to slow down. And I was just looking at, sorry, I didn't mean to get cut off. It was just, I'm just amazed on the picture and the screen, the crystal, you know, the crystal clear screen, the sapphire crystal, that, you know, that Apple it's amazing. It's amazing. Is it sapphire? Let me check. Let me double check before I start before I start all right, so I'm looking up the iPhone screen. Super Retina XDR panel, 6.7 inch. Sorry about the sapphire. I am so sorry about the sapphire. Seriously, that's Galaxy. My bad. But yeah. See that? It's wow. So anyways, definitely the colors come in, you know, silver, gold, of course, space black, and deep purple. Those are the colors on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And a lot of people have been complaining about the new iPhone, how it doesn't have the SIM card now. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with eSIM. Now that Apple has switched to electronic SIM card, to me personally, I think it's better. I don't know. It's my opinion. I think it's better. I got nothing wrong with, electronic SIM cards. Some phone, some phone devices don't carry SIM cards. So I don't get why people complaining about Apple switching over to eSIM. Maybe because, Apple customers are so used to SIM cards that I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like eSIM, there's no problem with an eSIM. There's nothing wrong with eSIM. But so anyways, the iPhone 14 Pro Max comes in, of course, this wire charger only. Apple should at least put a box charger in there, or maybe add a little extra, but I'm not complaining. You get what you pay for. iPhone did change it up a little bit where it comes in a white box now. Before it came in a black box. The iPhone 13 Pro Max came in a black box. It was black and gold. So, but this year they changed it up this year where they wanted white this time. So all the devices are coming in white, in a white box. So I'm definitely going to open this up for you guys and show you a little bit. See, that's all it comes with, the booklet and stuff. It's over here. This is what it comes in with. It came in this. Here's your AT&T. It tells you about the eSIM. Of course, the phone, where it protects the phone so it doesn't get damaged. The little booklet here where it tells you about your iPhone and your eSIM, where it tells you about the eSIM and what to do, of course. So that's all that comes in, of course. They should have at least added whatever. It is what it is. But now, let's get on to the prices. Now, the prices for these phones. Of course, I got to search it out because we're doing this live right now. This is, raw, uncut, unscripted. So if if my words blabber a little bit, whatever, please, feel free to recorrect me or whatever. I don't really care. I don't get hurt or whatever. I'm just so excited with this phone, man. It's just, man, this phone is amazing. I've been waiting for this phone for a long time, So excuse me, if I'm excited, All right, let's see the prices. So the prices on these phones. Oh yeah, this is the contract right here, of course. The AT&T contract. I can't show you all of it, but but the prices on these phones, man, you're literally looking at, let's scroll down here a little bit. Let's scroll down a little bit. All right. Sorry, I gotta sign into my Apple. Well, I'll do that later. Whatever. I'll do that later. But anyways, all right. So I got the prices right here. So the iPhone 14 Pro runs about $1,000. And if you get, I'm so sorry. The iPhone 14 Pro Max runs about 1,000. If you get the 128 gig, it definitely runs about $1,100. And if you get the 256 gigs, it definitely runs in about $1,200. And if you get the 520 gig, definitely runs about $1,400. And if you get the 1 tera, of course, like I did, definitely gonna run you about $1,600. Of course, more than that, especially when you add on other accessories and packages and stuff like that. Like you gotta add on the Apple Care. I bought the screen protector, I bought the case, and added on some other accessories. So all that together came to $2,300. So yeah, that's pretty expensive, man. I mean, hey, it's a mortgage, it's a down payment on a car. You know, it is what it is. These devices are becoming more and more expensive. You know what I mean? They literally becoming more and more expensive. Why? I mean, they becoming more advanced, of course, and you know, better quality, better picture, better video. You got phones with 8Ks like Galaxies, and you know the iPhones are stepping up as well. I'm not too worried about iPhone 15 where they're talking about you know the small dot or the full screen or whatever. I don't really care too much about that. The dynamic island, I'm satisfied with that. I love the dynamic island, honestly. The dynamic island, I don't have a problem. I'm not complaining. Why you guys are complaining about, you guys can never be satisfied. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe, is it because you guys were standing out there for weeks for your iPhone in the rain and, you know, come on, man. Stop complaining. You know, just be satisfied with, you know, be satisfied with what you got, you know? Got me talking light over here, you know what I mean? Got my light voice talking over here. You know, acting light skinned and everything. I'm just just joking. Anyways, I like to joke around like that, man. I love to joke around. Anyways, so it's definitely faster, definitely quicker. You know, the speaker in this phone is amazing. I always, you know, sometimes definitely I definitely have this in the shower with me when I'm playing my music out loud. I'm always playing my Bob Marley. Shout out to the Marley, shout out to the Marley sons, and you know what I mean. And rest in peace to Bob Marley, of course, the king. I'm always playing Bob Marley in the morning. Redemption song, that's my favorite song. So I gotta hear it, of course. You know, especially when I'm meditating and everything like that. You know, I gotta hear that crystal clear sound. You know, that crystal clear music coming from the iPhone 14 Pro Max. You know what I mean? Because it does sound amazing. The sound quality is amazing. You know, the processor is amazing. The amount of speed, the internet speed on this phone is amazing. And it's not because, of course, my Wi-Fi is like I don't have my Wi-Fi on. You know, as you see, I don't have my Wi-Fi on, so I'm using it without my Wi-Fi. You know, of course, shout out to AT&T. You know, they're pretty fast as well. And like I said, I don't discriminate. I have two service. I have AT&T and Verizon Wireless. People ask me, why do I have two service? It's because I have a lot of phones, you know, and I when I'm overseas, I use Verizon Wireless a little bit more. Verizon Wireless do work in Africa, especially South Africa, a little bit more, a little bit better than you know AT&T. But I got nothing against. I'm not saying anything wrong to AT&T. I love you guys as well, but like I said, I'm not discriminating. I got Verizon Wireless and AT&T, so I gotta have both. Just like I gotta have both devices. I gotta have the Galaxy and I gotta have Apple. I, you know, I'm the type of person who don't discriminate. Who doesn't discriminate? There's some people out there like me who doesn't discriminate. You know, me personally, I gotta have both. I gotta have it all. So yes, I have these devices, multiple devices, and you know, my friends always ask me, Jay, dude, why are you always carrying 4 or 5 phones with you and stuff like that, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, hey, listen, man, I'm always busy, you know, especially the work I do. You know, I do programming and so, man, I'm always busy, you know, and I always gotta have multiple phones. I always gotta bring my phones with me, you know, because some are my work phone, some are my personal phone, some are media phones, you know, for just social media only. Some are just, you know, fan only phone. So yeah, that's why I have multiple phones. So yeah. But again, like I said, I got nothing against Apple and what they doing and how they changing the whole iPhone game and everything like that. Listen, you guys did a great, awesome job with the 14 Pro Max. I got nothing negative to say about this phone. I mean, man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much. I love it, man. But I will be doing another review also about the Series 8. It just came in as well, of course. The Apple Watch Series 8. I love this watch as well. You know, I didn't get the Ultra because I'm not really too, you know, I'm not, whatever. The Ultra, maybe, I don't know, I'll check it out, whatever, maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'll probably switch to the Ultra, I don't know. But till then, thank you guys for watching The Unapologetic Mind. This is JL. I'm sorry I couldn't do a full review of the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but you guys get the picture. This is an amazing phone. And, hey, purchase this phone. I mean, buy it. Honestly, buy it. I recommend this phone. I recommend to buy the iPhone 14 Pro Max, honestly. And if you guys, you know, want to wait on the iPhone 15, hey, you know, that's your choice. But iPhone 14 right now, the iPhone 14 Pro is shutting it down. You know what I mean? I ain't want to say that, you know, but it's shutting, you know, down. You know, literally shutting it down. So, but yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Shout out to Samsung, shout out to Apple, and this is JL. Thank you for watching.